Good morning. This is Alexis Parker, sitting in with Giovanni Gallucci and Chloe Dawn, and this is the Daily Trend Report. I drove in past the Chinati gate with the windows down, still running on Chicago club hours.
Morning, Alexis. 15 years in this business and I still can't keep up with a woman who used to shoot 2 shows a night at the Empty Bottle.
Morning, you two. I shot a grocery aisle at 6 this morning on the drive-in, so we're all a little feral today.
Good. Today, Meta admits in court that your friends left the feed, a beef import move that lands right on the ranchers, and a sunglasses brand that turned a job announcement into must-watch television. Let's get into it.
So the story that stopped me cold this morning came off Travis's desk. Meta told a federal appeals court, under oath, that content from your actual friends is now under 15% of the Facebook feed and about 5% on Instagram.
Under oath is the part to sit with.
Right, and Reels is the most popular thing on both apps now, with almost none of it coming from anybody you know.
And read why they said it. This is Meta answering the FTC. They're arguing they aren't a personal social network monopoly. The whole defense is, we can't be a personal social network because we already killed the personal part.
So the quiet part is a court filing now.
It's a sworn admission, and every brand still walking into a Monday meeting leading with follower growth is measuring a thing Meta just told a judge doesn't distribute anything.
Your followers aren't your reach.
Your followers aren't your reach. About 90% of that feed is strangers getting served by a recommendation engine. The list you spent years building hands you almost nothing now.
Okay, so if the follower count is vanity, what's the real number?
You chase the people who'd notice if you vanished. Reach on Meta is rented, and the landlord just told the court he rents mostly to strangers. What you own is a community, the folks who'd come find you if the feed went dark tomorrow.
Give me the concrete version. What does building that on purpose look like for a small brand?
You turn your comments and your DMs into a room, not a billboard. Answer people by name. Remember what they said last week. Run a standing thing your regulars show up for. A weekly hang, a members-only drop, a group chat for your best 100 customers.
So less broadcasting, more hosting.
Hosting. The recommendation engine can hand a stranger one video. It can't hand you loyalty. You earn that, and once you've got it, the platform's mood swings stop being able to sink you.
There's a freedom in that. You stop performing for a slot machine.
You do.
And it's measurable. The room shows up in replies, not impressions.
Right. Impressions are what the platform did to you. Replies are what your people chose. Count the choice.
And where do you keep that community once you've got it? A group chat still lives on somebody else's app.
Best case, you move them somewhere you actually own. An email list, a text list, a members channel where no algorithm sits between you and them. Rent the feed to go find people. Own the place you keep them. That's the whole game now.
Although the take I keep seeing is, well, this means organic's dead, just buy ads.
That's exactly backward. Organic isn't dead. The free ride on your follower list is dead. Different funerals. Paid reach on Meta was always renting strangers. Now they've admitted the organic feed rent strangers too.
So the ad budget argument actually makes the community case for you.
It makes it louder. If everything on Meta is a rented stranger, paid or organic, the smartest dollar is the one that turns a stranger into somebody who follows you somewhere you control. Run ads to build a community, not to rent one more impression. 3 moves you can run this week. 1. Stop opening your report with follower count. Lead with saves, shares, and DMs. The signal's a real person chose to keep you.
2. Start a standing weekly ritual your regulars can count on. Same day, same format. A hang or a drop that rewards showing up.
3. Pull your 100 most loyal accounts into one group chat or broadcast channel and talk to them like people. 100 who answer beats 100,000 who scroll past.
All right, my desk, and this one's got some grit in it. On August 21st, word came down of a 90-day window that waves in up to 300,000 metric tons of tariff-free imported beef, with a promise it sells about 25% under current market prices. Eddie and Travis both had it near the top.
And the backlash landed inside a day.
Fast. Who was swinging?
RCAF called it a handout to the big meat packers, who can blend cheap imported beef into the domestic supply and pocket the spread. The Cattlemen's Group said it throws cold water on herd expansion. And here's the part that matters. The American herd is already at a 70-year low.
70-year low? And the move is to import more and squeeze the people still raising cattle here?
That's the shape of it. A short-term price headline for the shopper, paid for by the rancher who can't compete with a blended import at a quarter off. The packer wins either way. The independent producer eats the difference.
So where's the opening for a small brand and all that? Feels like bad news top to bottom.
Here's the opening. For 90 days, the origin of the ground beef in the grocery case gets murkier. Nobody at the counter can tell you what's blended into that tube.
And that cuts the other way for the direct seller.
It hands the direct rancher and the regional butcher the clearest provenance window they've had in years. And the way you seize it isn't on the label. It's on camera.
Why not the label? That's where everybody's first instinct goes.
Because a label is a claim and a video is proof. Anybody can print locally raised on a tube. Almost nobody will stand at the rail with a camera and show you the animal, the cut, the county, week after week. The label is where you say it. The feed is where you prove it. Big difference, and shoppers know it.
Say more. What's the content play?
Film the work. Start a running series on how the thing actually gets made. The cut breakdown on the rail, what dry aging does across 2 weeks, why a whole animal butcher uses the trim the commodity guys throw out. Not a farm family portrait, the process, the craft.
Why the craft over the face?
Because the outfit blending imported beef literally can't show you any of that. They've got nothing to point a camera at. You've got the whole chain, start to finish. That's the asset they can't copy.
And it answers the price question sideways.
It answers it honestly. Somebody says you're expensive, you don't argue price. You show the 4 days of work that go into what they're comparing you to. When people can see the labor, the number stops being the whole conversation. You're not selling cheaper. You're selling something they can watch get made.
It's the one thing scale can't fake.
Scale can undercut your price all day. It can't film a process it doesn't have.
The lazy version of this is posting a cow in a field with a flag emoji and calling it provenance.
Right, and shoppers see through that in half a second. Provenance isn't a vibe, it's receipts. A field and a flag is a stock photo. The rail, the knife, the date on the dry age locker, that's the thing a big blender can't stage. Don't decorate the story, document it.
And you keep it going the whole 90 days.
You keep it going past the 90 days. The window is the reason to start. The habit is the reason it works. By the time that import wave clears, you've built a body of proof nobody can knock down.
Does this only work for beef? Or is it bigger than that?
It's bigger. Anytime a big player muddies where something comes from, the small maker who can show the origin wins the trust. Beef this quarter, olive oil last year, honey before that. The move never changes. When the category gets cloudy, the operator who films the source gets clear. Clarity is the whole product. 3 things you can actually do with that today.
1. Start a weekly process series and shoot it on the rail. The cut broken down step by step. 1 video a week for the next 12. The imported blend crowd can't make this, so it's yours by default.
2. When somebody raises price in the comments, answer with footage, not a paragraph. Pin a 60-second clip of the actual work and let the labor make the argument.
3. Put the county in your bio and your captions, not as a slogan, as a running detail people start to recognize. Specifics travel. A place with a name beats a category every time.
Last stretch, and this is the one Travis dropped on the tactics desk that I can't stop thinking about. Blender's Eyewear, mid-size sunglasses brand, sits under Safalo, not a giant. This week they named the creator, Jordan Howlett, their chief content officer. And instead of a press release, they announced it as a scripted workplace comedy.
Wait, they cast the hire as a bit?
They cast it as a sitcom. Howlett and Method Man playing co-workers in the Blender's office, workshopping job titles and a tagline, and they land on the glasses with stripes. That's the whole joke.
And it traveled?
Picked up by Complex, Black Enterprise, Yahoo Entertainment, plus the optical trade and a Digiday piece calling it the start of a creator executive trend.
So the difference is format. A press release gets you a trade brief. A skit gets you entertainment coverage.
That's exactly the lever. Think about what a hire announcement normally is. A headshot, a quote about being thrilled to join, one line in a trade newsletter nobody forwards. Blenders took the same news and built comedy around it. So it traveled where entertainment travels, not where corporate news goes to die.
And Method Man is the reach multiplier.
He's part of it, but don't miss the real move. This isn't a brand renting a celebrity for one post. They gave a creator an actual title, an office, a role, and then made content about the collaboration itself. The partnership is the product.
Because he's not reading a script at the audience.
He's a coworker in a world they built together. And that reads completely different to people who can smell a paid post from 3 feet.
Here's my pushback. Isn't this just hire a famous person, make a funny video? What's a brand without Method Man money supposed to take from it?
Good, because that's the framing that'll cost people. The takeaway isn't, go rent a rapper. It's, stop treating your creator as an ad slot and start treating them as a collaborator with a seat at the table.
And that scales down.
All the way down. You don't need Method Man. You need one creator you actually partner with, give a real role, a recurring character, a say in what gets made, and then you film the making of it together. Blenders out-earned a mega brand's launch budget on attention, and they did it with format and a genuine partnership, not the biggest check in the room.
So the flop side is the brand that does the opposite.
Same week, a food trade roundup treated a stack of big manufacturer novelty launches as afterthoughts, barely worth their own headline, while a drive-through coffee brand's canned launch got a standalone story.
And the coffee brand won by using names its own customers already invented.
That's the same principle wearing different clothes. Blenders let a creator be himself. The coffee brand let the customer's own words do the launch. Both got out of the way of something real instead of manufacturing something polished. Attention doesn't go to the biggest budget. It goes to the outfit that hands you something worth watching.
And the barrier to entry is lower than people think.
Way lower. A skit with a creator you already work with costs a fraction of a polished brand film, and it earns more because it's funny, and it's real. The budget was never the thing standing in your way. The willingness to be a little loose, to let a partner be themselves on camera. That's what most brands won't do. Be the one that does. 3 to take with you. 1. Take your next partnership and give the creator a real role, a title, a recurring character, a say in the concept, and announce it as content, not a caption. A collaboration people can watch beats a sponsorship people scroll past.
2. Whatever your next announcement is, a hire, a launch, a collab, build the format first. Ask what would earn entertainment coverage instead of a trade brief, then make that, and let the news ride inside it.
3. Let the creator actually write. The Blenders bit landed because Howlett played himself, not a script read at him. Hand your partner the pen on their own lines, and the whole thing stops smelling like an ad.
That's the show. Quick one before we go. If you're a food or beverage brand posting into a room that never posts back, and the relationships are sitting there untended, the comments, the DMs, the creators who'd actually partner with you, that's the work I do. I run community in UGC, and I build the creator partnerships that make a feed feel like a place people belong. Over 15 years of it, in food and beverage. Bring me the brand that's talking to strangers, and let's go build you some regulars. Find me at gallucci.net or DM at gallucci.net on Instagram or LinkedIn. Alexis, Chloe, thanks for sitting in. See everybody tomorrow.